Dr. Stevens, hello class. Well, I just wanted to make a little quick video as an introduction to my upcoming speech because, wow, did I fail miserably. This was a very difficult assignment, much more difficult than I expected that it was going to be. Being somebody who talks to people for a living and does this all the time, I didn't anticipate that it was going to be very challenging. I'm not used to following a script. I'm much more talking in a case like this than I am off of a script or more of a structured speech. And so anyways, when I got up there and started my speech, there was some things going on in the room. Phones were ringing and whatnot. And I panicked, for lack of a better term, and ended up rushing through it, and I started sweating. It was really strange. It was frankly, I don't get nervous to speak, and I was incredibly nervous in a very comfortable setting and speaking about a topic I'm highly comfortable with. So if anything, this has been an amazing learning experience for the exercise, and although I feel like I really kind of failed the assignment and came up short on that, as again, I definitely learned from the experience. So anyways, here's my speech.
No, you're fine. It'll just be on the internet for the world to see. You're good. I promise. So my quick little speech today, my presentation is on air pressure and the importance of air inflation pressure. So are you a driver, sir? I imagine. I know you guys work out there in the shop. You work with tires quite a bit, and you work in the office over here managing a trucking company, correct? All right. So all of those vehicles, right, that you all are responsible for, all have one common theme as far as what carries the load of that vehicle. Anybody want to take a guess at what carries it? Go ahead.
Tires.
The tires. That's a great choice. All right. It's actually, though, believe it or not, when the rubber hits the road, it's not the tire that carries the load. It's what, Mr. Klein?
It's the air pressure in the tire.
That's exactly right. It's the air pressure in the tire. So when we look at, like, on the Bridgestone website, as a for instance, there's a lot of how-to videos on there, and there's a lot of videos that are explain to us what the importance is of air pressure. So the air pressure does quite a few different things, and in my 17 years, I've worked with Bridgestone now. I've learned a lot about the importance of air pressure and from various data books and things that we have. But basically, the gist of it is this: is that the air pressure is important because it maintains the functions of a tire. So a tire is made up of a bunch of different components, right? So just the easy ones are that you have the bead here, right? Go up the sidewall of the tire into the shoulder, and then eventually the crown of the tire. And that you can look at like tiresafety.com. Any of those entities will define the different components that make up a tire. Well, those things alone are made up of different components, aren't they, Steve? So we have about 30 plus different components that make up the construction of a tire. So the air pressure is important because all of those things help that tire maintain its shape and maintain its function. So its application is specific. So like on this tire, that's what, like a go-kart or some kind of a mower or something, all the way up to like a truck tire. Okay, so a truck tire has a very specific function also. So to maintain our proper air inflation pressure, we use what, guys? You guys use these all the time.
Tire gauge.
Tire gauge, that's right. So a tire gauge is used to check the inflation pressure of the tire. And how do we use it? Everybody use this before? Do you use it?
Oh, yeah.
Drive a truck, you got to check it every time, right? So we want to make sure that you get the valve cap off of there. Make sure there's no debris, no dirt, anything like that in it. Take this, make sure that you get it sealed on there nice, depress on there, and then it kicks out, of course, your air pressure, and that lets you know to either increase the pressure in it or then maybe let something out, right? So also when we check tire pressure, you're a driver as well also, right?
Yes.
So when we check inflation pressure, the most important things you want to do with a gauge, you don't ever want to check inflation pressure by doing what? Thumping. That's exactly right. Just like you can't hit the side of an engine block and tell how much oil's in it, you can't thump a tire to figure out how much air is in it, right? So we always want to make sure that we don't thump it, that we want to use the proper tools. We want to use the inflation gauge. So that's all I got. Just a little quick. Like I said, it was just a few minutes. So I don't know if you learned anything or not. If you did, great. If not, apologize for the review. But I'll be here for more questions if you got anything afterwards. All right. Thank y'all very much. Hope you enjoyed the pizza.
Thank you.
That was good.